problems, DSA, like mostly they check this by DSA. Sometimes they give you puzzles also. And like what I have observed, like if you do practice DSA problems or CP or anything related to that, like some people love to solve puzzles, so they are also good at problem solving skills. And also like if you do CP, then it will be easier for you to solve puzzles. So this is one factor. Next is your communication skills. Like this is a bit underrated, but like this is really important. Like very important, I will say. Then next is your experience with working, experience with uh, working project on a on a project or working in teams. So like actually there is no hard set rule that like you need to be this good in this part and this good in this part. The thing is that like overall all of these things comes up to like finally decide your decision. Like if I'm very good at problem solving and I'm not good at communication, then it won't work. Or if I'm very good with these two but don't have worked on any project, then it's hard for the interviewer to trust me that I can work on projects or I can work in teams. So like interview is different from CP and like other preparation, because like here you need to just pass the bars. Like it's not important that you should be like world level problem solver or like best communication. Like this doesn't work out. Like you need to pass the bars in all the sections. So different companies have different bars for different sections. Like some companies, like if I name, then yeah, Google focus on these two a lot. You need to be really good in these two. First one, like it's fine like if you're not too good, but yeah, second one is really important for Google. Then if I say companies like direct eye coordinations, they are concerned about this a lot. Like you need to be really good at problem solving, or I will say like you need to really good at CP because they judge problem solving with CP. So so you need to like figure out that which company you are like applying, and you need to work on the things which on which like you are weak. Like it's not like it's like some people will prepare for problem solving, some will focus on communication. Like I was focusing on communication, and some will focus on making projects and working on teams. So now like some people think that if I don't have internship, then I don't have a chance. Like so if I share few of the cases of this year, like two of my very close friends you might know, like Vivek and Azmat, like they are my batchmates. They are from IT fourth year, so they don't had any internships. Like not in even not in second year and third year. Like in both years they haven't done any internships, and they got placed for the first company which came in the campus, like Deutsche Bank, and they got placed. So what really important is that your confidence. Like actually when you have all these things, then you get a great confidence, and that helps you in interviews. So for them, like they were really confident, like because they have prepared a lot, and like preparation gives you confidence. Like that's really important in interviews, that you should be really confident on saying what you're saying. Like not confident that you will crack it, but confident in things which you're saying or things you are defining, telling, or narrating. Like that's important. Like it's not important like if I say about me, then I am also not confident that I will clear the interview or not. But I used to stay confident on things which I say in interviews. Like if I am solving a problem, then the observation which I say it confidently. Like if you will ask, is it really that, then I do think again, but I like don't act like I'm not confident and I change my answer. I don't change my answer again and again. So this confidence is more important. Like so I'm not saying that feel that you will really crack. Like this feeling won't come, but you can really prepare well, that you should be confident on each topics. Then these three, I guess. Yeah. So like if you don't have internship, like you don't need to worry. Like what important is that you should have one or two projects, because that's the only thing. Like if you have internship but you have not good project in that internship, then also like then that also is a loss. Like if that doesn't interest interviewer or if doesn't make sense, then like that internship is not worth it. So don't focus on internship. Like focus on like making yourself strong on these points, and internship works in making you strong in these points. Like when you do intern in a good organization or like in an organization where really things work, then you will learn a lot from your teammates. You will learn how to communicate, how to share your thoughts clearly. That's really important. That like you need to tell the reason behind things which you are saying. Like, for example, if I'm solving a problem, then I can't say that, okay, I will do DP directly. Like, I need to justify him that, okay, why I am saying that DP. Even it's good, like, if you tell him, like, narrate every part of the thing, like how you arrived at DP. So for that, what you can do is, like, in interviews, start with observations, like observe, like whatever you are observing, keep narrating it. Like, for example, I got a problem, then I will say that, okay, I can see that all the numbers are unique, so this will help me this, like, go like this, like feel like you have to tell everything, like reasons behind everything, like, and like proving every statements. So that makes easier for interviewer to understand your thought process. And like, that's really important. Like, it's not important that you are solving the problem or not. Like, there are numerous cases where people are not able to solve the problem, but they got the offer, and like people are able to solve but they didn't got offer. So and you can get these examples among your seniors, batchmates also. Like, surely you, like, if you ask people, and then you will get it. So don't focus on like each of these things. Anyone want to speak? Ask. If you have any questions. What I want to say is that, like, don't get demotivated that you are weak in one of these, so you can't make it. The thing is that all of these together makes sense. Like, if someone is better than you in problem solving, then doesn't mean that he has more chances of getting the offer. The thing, like, the person who has all the things good, like good, or I will say higher than a bar of the company, then only he will make sense. And this no one knows. Even like on that day, it depends, like you are able to show all of these things or not. So I can start with uh, telling you that how you can improve each of the things. So for problem solving, I will cover it here. Like, you can improve your problem solving with lead code, competitive coding, code forces. Then there are also more portals where you can improve it. So I will like dig deeper in these questions. The next is communication. So here I will say, like, try to solve question with your friends. Like pick any of your friends and solve together, and try to explain him your approach. Like, and try to like communicate in English, so that like if he is understanding your approach, then only you can make understand the interviewer. And like uh, and by default, assume that the interviewer is not knowing anything. Like, don't assume that he knows the solution. Like, assume that you are making the solution first time, and you have to tell each reason behind everything. So that's important. Then the communication is, I will say, more things to improve communication is, you can do mock interviews. That really helps. So for mock interview, I will also tell about different platforms which are there. Also, you can do mock interviews with your friends also. Like I will take your interview and you will, like I used to do with my friends, that first I take their interview and then they take mine. So we come up with one questions, and we have done this while I was preparing for Google. So this is the one more thing. Then for projects, like if I say that, like, I haven't worked projects on projects separately. Like, I used to have projects in my semester. Like, I had one mini project and now one final project. Then in mini project, what I did is, like, I worked with two teams, like one with mine and one with one of my friends. So I had two projects in my mini project. So what you can do, like, I'm saying that don't invest so much time in projects, because like in these things like problem solving and communication, you are expected to know everything. Like, if I'm asking you stack, then I expect that you should know about stack, you should know about trees. But in project, it's not like that. Like, in project, if you have done a project on, let's say, JavaScript, then I don't expect that you know everything about JavaScript. It's really fine that if you know only few things which you have worked on. So I will say that instead of uh, gaining more experience on a particular framework or technology is not that helpful, then being strong on the problem solving and communication, like these, like I will say, these have more weightage than this. So uh, like, only two good projects are really suffice for you to represent yourself, like two or three or four, like for best case. And also, you should have a greater knowledge in your projects. Like, if you have written about a project in your resume, then you should write it really well. Like express the project in some problem, and then write it like let me check. Like, if I have my resume, then I can show you. I can show you like how I have written my projects. Also understand projects like that only. Like if I come to my this, okay, let's say I am saying my MS project. So what I've developed a deep learning model to rank quick replies according to customer messages, and I've also developed a clustering algorithm to pick good messages that can be added to the system as a quick reply. So like write you about your project in crisp manner. And like when someone asks you about a project, so start with the problem. Like if you ask me about my MS project, then I will say like so I will start with the bit briefing about the product. Like so we had a CRM, like that's customer management software, where we had a chat system in which there were quick replies. So in that quick replies, uh, earlier like people can search in those quick replies to get the right quick reply, but that take times. Like when I have 100 quick replies to find the right one, it takes me time, it takes times to choose the right one. So so I have the problem of solving, like I have a problem that I need to increase the productivity of the agent in finding those quick replies. So what I did is like I have made a deep learning model which will rank these quick replies in a in order such that it fits best with the context of the customer message. So when I am finding the right reply, it will help me. So like try to explain your projects like this. Like if I explain my this project like investing OSN induced. So OSN is online social network induced compression. So I will start with that. Like let's say whenever there is a crime, we get a bullet. So when we get a bullet, we get to know that from which gun it has been fired, right? So similarly, when there is a cyber crime, and like usually cyber crime are associated with pictures or videos. So I have worked on pictures. So when there is a cyber crime with related to some picture, then we need, like if we have that, if we have the information that from which camera it has been clicked, then that can help me in solving the case. So I have solved this problem that we have the pictures and we want to map the picture with the camera. So in this when usually in cyber crimes the pictures are related with online social network because they are posted there only. So when there is a raw picture, then it's easy to map back the picture because they have more data and they have more features in the image. But when they are uploaded on OSN, they get reduced, like their size get reduced, their features get reduced. So for that I have done a survey. In survey, what I mean, like we have taken a data set, like that was a vision data set that was containing around 1 lakh images. And um, in among those images, like there were, like all the images were in different categories. Like one category was native image, like without any compression. Then then the second category were WhatsApp compressed, then Facebook compressed. So on these data I have applied different pre-trained models, let's say random forest, naive Bayes. So there is a tool called Veka. I have used that tool. So I'm just like I'm just telling you that how to explain it. Like, and I have explained this without preparation. Like I just explained you because I know what I have done in the project. So have this kind of context about your project so that you can explain like this, and you can tell that you have solved a problem with the project. Like it doesn't work that you have just made, like, and you don't know why you have made this and what are the benefits of this, then the project doesn't make sense. And it's not like that, like you will, like some will say भैया आपका प्रोजेक्ट अच्छा है, आपके प्रोजेक्ट में सेंस बन रहा है, हमारे में बनता ही नहीं है. Then you are really wrong. Like every project makes sense. Like if you think well and like if you map the problem right, then for sure तुमने कुछ बनाया तो पक्का वो कुछ ना कुछ solve कर रहा होगा. So for these things you need to prepare beforehand. Like you have to think about this beforehand कि अपने प्रोजेक्ट को समझो, डिस्कस करो अपने दोस्तों से. Like what I do is like I explain the project to my friends and say and ask them कि पूछा मुझसे क्वेश्चन पूछ इस पे. So they used to ask few of the questions which I explain, or like I used to say कि तुम्हें समझ में आया क्या नहीं आया, क्या पार्ट मैं नहीं बोल रहा हूँ. So they used to point out कि अच्छा तूने मुझे यही नहीं बताया कि images क्यों मैप कर रहे हैं, या फिर मैं तूने मुझे ये नहीं बताया. So this helps. Like, and like for preparation you need to take help from different people. Like you can pick seniors, you can ask me also. Like I'm not sure I will be free or not, but if I will free I will try to help you, or like you can ask other seniors also or your batchmates also. So for projects, and I will say like prepare like this, then always know that what the projects which you have done in team, like know that which part are done by you, which part are done by your teammates, and how your teammates helped you or how you helped your teammates. Like for example, if I say this, then I will say that in training model, my manager and my mentors helped me. Like for example, when I joined, like they were already searching about the models and they found a research paper, so they helped me understanding the paper, and then I trained the model. But actually we needed that model in JavaScript, so again my manager found few of the blocks to convert that ML model to JavaScript model so that we can do prediction in JavaScript. So I am aware that which part is done by whom and which part is done by me, and what were my responsibilities, and I know that what I've learned from everyone. Similarly, if I say about this project, then I can say like, so this feature extraction part was done by one of my teammates. So be clear about these things. Like it should not happen that when your interviewer asks that you are like thinking what I have done or what they are done. Like it makes things suspicious. Like I will doubt your credibility that like, have you really done that project or not, or like, and it's really fine that if you've copied the project. I just want to say that you should be able to show that you have not copied. Like, and I won't say that you should copy. You should not copy for sure. Like because in any way that will reflect in some way. Like if the interviewer really want to know, then he will ask few of the questions and he will be doomed. So like, or also like projects don't need much time. Like I will say, like if you're enough motivated and like if you're investing right time and right resources, then you can make projects in 1 week or 2 weeks. All of my projects are like have taken only 1 or 2 weeks, like except the internship projects. Like those were big projects there where I have spent time, but my other projects are really small projects and I haven't done much work in them. Also do projects in teams so that everyone take less time and you have experience of working in team, and that also improves your communication skills. And like communication doesn't mean good in English. Like I'm not good, so but just should be able to convey your thoughts and convey your ideas. That's only important. So you will find your interviewers having bad communication skills than yours, or bad English skills than yours. So that like when I have experienced that, then I got to know that okay, that not matters, and what really matters is that I am able to convey my thoughts or not, or I am able to make someone feel that yeah, this makes sense. So these are the things, I guess. Any question on this part?
Bhaiya, how did you get idea about the
Okay,
project?
so for me, like this one I got from the team. This one was my mini project. My teachers gave me a list of projects among which I have selected one. This one again same. Then this one I got on the net. Like the thing is that you can start with a interest. Like let's say you are interested in ML, so you can start with ML. So in ML you will got to know that there is NLP, uh, there is photos and videos. So you can dig deeper in one of them. Like let's say I have chosen NLP. After choosing NLP, I can search that what are the good projects in NLP. And it's not important that your project are really unique and no one has done that. It's not important. Like this project, you can search and you can get on a net. And the whole implementation is on internet. Like it's not important that you have made a really new project. Of course, in start, like when you are in second year or first year, you will not be able to think about the idea which is not implemented or which is not made by anyone other. It's really fine to make very simple projects, because the motive of our projects are learning to solve problems, learning to solve problems with making something or like building something. So that's the goal. Your goal is not to make a project which is, yeah, some people are really worried about like finding the toughest projects or finding big projects, and then you spend months and months on them, and then like that is a loss. Because I will not say loss. Like if you are prepared, if you are good in these two, then it's really good that you are making good projects. But yeah, if you are not good in these two and you are wasting time on projects, then for sure you are doing loss to yourself. As I said, that there are bars of each things, and you have to just clear the bars of each of them. It doesn't make sense that if you are 100 in this and 20 in these two, or 100 in these and 10 in these two. And there are like instances like you will experience in your fourth year. Like I have seen people and I can say like, okay, उसके साथ क्या हुआ कि वो इसमें बहुत अच्छा था, but उसका ये बहुत खराब था, इसलिए नहीं हो रहा उसका. Like we got to see this. So from that I am saying with this experience. I guess someone posted something. Yeah, participating in hackathons is a good way. And yeah, it's really fine to pick other people projects and try yourself. It's really fine. What adds on more cherry on the cake is that you think about more ideas or like think about more features. Like in my final project, we got to build something helpful for Google Meet. So there we searched about the existing extensions. Then we have added 2 3 features in that, and like we have prepared it. So that's how it works. Like in companies also do the same thing. Like they used to pick different ideas, different projects, and add their capabilities or their ideas in them, and that makes a new product. So it's really fine. You can pick projects and innovate in them. Anything else? Okay, so I'm jumping to the next question. I want to keep the session short so that it should not be boring for you all. So next is what you can do if you don't have any internships. So what I feel like if you got the internship, then you feel good, like you have internship, you have to work. But what I feel is that you are at loss because the people who don't have internship are spending more time on these skills boosting. Like they are not responsible for any work. Like so, what I feel is that preparation for interviews help you more than internships. I really feel that most of the time internships are trash. Like if you're not doing an internship in a good org or in a good team, then most of internships are trash. So don't feel bad that you don't have internship. As I give you example, like 2 of my friends, they don't have internship in second third year, and they got the offer for the first company. Like you can say, like for the first company there's a lot of competition because the whole batch is left to get placed, but they got placed easily because they really excelled these skills. Like I remember when I was doing internships, they were really practicing problem solving, and we used to discuss on weekends. I used to take mock interviews also, they used to take mock interviews. So like take it as a benefit that you don't have internship. Now you have really great time to boost these things. Like you can spend time in boosting your problem solving skills or communication or making 1 or 2 projects that you can showcase in your interview, or have things which you can talk in interviews. Like have stories. Like for sure, if you have done a project, then you must face something which you can narrate in the interview. Like let's say in this one, I can narrate a story. What happened is that we needed to extract these features like BSM, IQ house. These are some features of the images. So we were having a MATLAB code which used to run on the images. So it used to take a lot of time to run. Like it used to take 24 hours on one computer to run. So what we did is like we planned to run it on weekend, but in my lab, when I approached the lab assistant, so he said like the teacher from which you have to take permission is not present today, so you can't use lab in weekends. So on Tuesday we were having the presentation, and on Friday I was going to the lab assistant evening. So he said it's not possible. So we only had Monday for doing our whole work. So actually we earlier did the work, but that was giving us wrong results. So we have done some changes and we need to run again. So here what idea we decided is like we used, instead of one computer, we used 6 computers. Six, no, I guess 4. Yeah, we used 4 computers. So we have divided data set equally in those 4. So we have done in 6 hours parallelly. So this is a really good story. Like when I narrate this story in my interviews, like they feel good. So what I see, like this is the example of parallel processing in real life, which we implemented. And it's not like we were thinking about that. Like we were just thinking that how we can do it in one day. So we thought, okay, let's use more computers. So this is one story associated with this one. Similarly, you must be having some stories. Like stories means like the problems which you have faced. Even the questions which you will get projected are like that. Like what are the toughest part? What was struggling for you? Where you have learned, and like what were takeouts from this project? What you did wrong? These are the questions which you will get in projects. Like these are same questions for every project. Like you will get these questions only. So try to be prepared with them. Then next I will say, yeah, so I will say like you can use like for communication problem solving, I will explain. For communication, I will say do mock interviews, discuss problem with your friends. For problem solving, I will explain below. For projects, I will say if you don't have good projects, uh, then allocate time, and try to be in some let's say like make a schedule for yourself. Like for example, in a day you will spend 3 hours for projects and 3 hours for DSA. Like do like this. so that you don't overkill one thing. Like let's say you have decided to, you will just first make project and then move to the problem solving. Then if say your project has not is not giving good results, and you have invested much time and you didn't got time to do problem solving, so that will be a loss to you. Like even it's better that you have done problem solving also and your project is not that good, your project is just okay. Like no one is concerned about your results in interviews. Like no one is going to see results of your interview of your projects. What they want to see is like the experience which you have gained from the projects. So like you should also focus on that only. Don't be too hard on the thing that you should be doing this. The next I will say, I guess I've covered this. Any question in this? Even I will say like choose preparing for interviews over trash internships, because what really matters like how strong you are. Like that, like if you are worthy, then you will get multiple offers. Doesn't matter you had offers earlier or not. So it's always better to become worthy rather than making past like or having just trash internships. So don't overrate internships. Like it's really fine in having not having internships, because like for sure you all can't have internship. Like your batch is so big and there are not that much openings in second and third year. Obviously the people who have who got opportunity, or who are lucky, or I will say who have prepared well, uh, have got an internship only. So you have now opportunity to like train yourself so that the next time you can get. The next I will say, I guess I've done this. So next year people associate CP with internship, with job interviews and like internship interviews. So I will say it is associated. Like of course if you're good at CP it helps, but it doesn't mean that like if you're not good then you can't crack or you are at a loss. So it doesn't like that. Like the thing which really matters is that in interviews, when you are sitting in an interview and you have a question, then only what matters like how you're performing in the interview. Then your CP rating uh, or your what I can say, like your fondness for CP doesn't help you. What really helps you like how good you are in problem solving. So what I can say is like preparing for interviews is very different from CP. Like CP is kind of a sports, so that really works as sport. Like you have to focus on different things. You should. So I won't cover that what needs for CP, but what I want to say is that CP is really different for interviews. And I've seen people having uh, like people who are better on CP are not getting offers, and people not that better and not that good in CP but getting offers, because what, as I said, that like there are bars for each things. You need to pass that only. It doesn't make like first like CP is only associated with the first one. Even I will say if you are good at CP, it's more probable that you are bad at communication, because CP needs speed, and in speed we compromise easy way of thinking. We compromise writing codes clean, or like giving reasons or proving. In CP we work more on intuitions, and just telling intuition doesn't work in interviews. Like you need to tell that why this intuition, and like you need to test your intuitions. We don't do that in CP. Like if I do, then I will do bad in CP. I remember when I was preparing for Google, I was performing bad in CP because like I was making habit of testing my intuition and then submitting only. So that was causing me loss, because in CP, like when I used to do earlier CP, then I used to move ahead with my intuitions. So like don't worry that you don't like CP. Like CP is a really sports, and like and the culture is a bit toxic. I can say like yeah, toxic. I'm saying because like it's really demotivating. I was also demotivated at times. Like I was demotivated in CodeGem also. Like I was feeling like I should quit CP. So CP is really demotivated. Like it's really fine that if you don't like CP, or if you um, if you don't want to continue CPA, like you can still ace the interviews easily. Like these two are a bit independent. Yeah, but I will say that CP helps because CP improves some of the skills. Like thinking from nothing, like finding solution from nothing. This comes from CP, I feel. So if you are loving it, do it. But if you are not, then don't think that you are at loss or you can't make it. the most important thing is your confidence, or what I will say, your aim. Like I'm clearing these things because I have seen my friends who are regretting now that यार हमने सोचा ही नहीं था कि हम कर पाएंगे. Like I have my friends who have capabilities to crack Google, and they are just sad now because they said यार यार हमें impossible लगता था, यार हमने try ही नहीं किया, मैंने prepare ही नहीं किया उसके लिए. And I really say that कि I know people who are not that good and got the offer. What I'm saying is that कि they have capabilities to clear that bar, but they haven't tried because of these biases, because they feel that यार सूर्यान सीएम है तो सीएम ही का हो सकता है सी गूगल में, that's why we won't prepare, या फिर only CMs का हो रहा है. So don't think like this. Like always try your best, like in everything. It doesn't matter that कि तुम क्या हो क्या नहीं हो. So next, like what I want to say, like don't associate CP with more chances of getting offers. Like chances of getting offer are good at all of these things, and CP just ensures the first one. Even not that also, like because CP में linked list नहीं पढ़ते, tree नहीं पढ़ते, DS नहीं पढ़ते, but वो सब भी आता है interviews में. So like don't get demotivated because you don't like CP or you are not good at CP. In CP only few 5 or 10 are only good. So it doesn't mean like only 5 or 10 get offers. Like if you see my batch, like 20-30 people got type C companies, like more than 10 LP. And of course all those 20-30 don't love CP and they don't do CP. And even I will say more can get, but like they got demotivated because they were thinking that the things were impossible. But it's not like that. Like really you can crack things. Like even I will say for Google, problem solving is not the big thing. Like everything perfectly is the main part for Google. Similarly for different companies it's different. So moving next ahead, then is rating really matters? Yeah, rating, what I will say, like if you have good ratings, then you have good impression on interviews, like in interviewers. Like in my director interviews, like when I was interviewing for the intern, so when he gave me the question, when he came and then he read my resume, then he said, okay, you are candidate master. Now wait 5 minutes. I need to change the question. So with this, like I won half of the interview now only, because now he's intentionally taking up the tough question. If I am not able to perform that best, then also it makes sense. So and also like he will respect my like he will trust me more in my course. Like if I've done some silly mistake, then he might overlook that because he feel that I am good at problem solving. So ratings, like rating matters, that they gave you more confidence, they gave you more credibility, that's all. But it does, like if I have more credibility but I was not able to prove that in the interview, then for sure I won't get offer. I won't get offer if I am CM and I'm not able to solve the problem, or I'm not able to solve the easy problem. So that like don't think that if someone have greater ratings, then he have more chances. Like he only have more chances in getting the interview call, because like giving calls depends on credibility, and for sure people associate credibility with these things. And not all, like it's person to person. Like some recruiter might think that if someone is CM, he might crack. Like, and also they go with the stats also. Like just check, like they all work with data, that they analyze that which candidate have greater chances of getting offers from the data, and they prefer that. So in those ways rating helps. Nothing all matters. Like कोई भी rating हो, you can get offers. Like मतलब मुझे भी ये पहले नहीं लगता, like मतलब ये सब I have realized in my 4th year. Like मतलब मैं 3rd year तक मैं ये नहीं समझ रहा. I used to feel that कि if I have greater rating, then I will have more chances of getting offers. But it's not like that, because I have seen examples. Then I will say, yeah, now I can pick this question that how I have prepared, or how I prepare. So I will cover this. Let's say, okay, I'm picking these two questions together. So like different people need to prefer differently. Like make strategies according to yourself. Analyze that which things are like where you stand in which part, and like try to improve all of them. So for me, like I was good at problem solving, but I was bad at communication, and I was not that good with my projects. So I was focusing more on these two rather than problem solving. But yeah, also make sure that you are not losing your charm. Like some people have something best. Like for example, I feel I am best at problem solving. Like I have this which can help me in standing out. So what you can do is like the thing which you are good at, then keep doing, keep investing time in that, so that you don't lose that charm and focus on other things. For example, what I did, I was trying to solve few problems so that I don't lose my form or don't lose my thinking ability in problem solving. And simultaneously I was focusing more on communication and discussing my projects. So this you can do, make strategy according to yourself. So problem solving, the resources I have prepared, I guess. Yeah. So one of the best platform for interviews, I will say, is LeetCode. One more, I guess, I can suggest now, Code Studio. On this, I've entered in coding that at that time we made this platform. That also good, yeah, this. Also here you can get interview experiences. You can open interviews, then here you can see the problems, then you can solve them here only. You can see multiple approaches of these problems, and you can see codes in different language. Like this is the easy way of practicing, I will say. Code Studio is there, then LeetCode, and then this list is really important. If you want to quickly revise everything, then this is the best list. I remember at I was not knowing about this list when I was preparing for MS. I was not that aware, so I was thinking that I'm good at, I was doing CP, I was practicing code process question and reading about MS questions on GFG, but I was not knowing about this list. So one of my friend Azmat told me about that. Okay, Suryansh, एक list है, let's do this. So वो पहले से करके आया था, वो एक बार कर चुका था ये, and he said that I want to do again with you. तो मैं बोला बिल्कुल यार, मैंने तो किया भी नहीं है. So what, and we were having only 2 days, I guess. हमारा ऑनलाइन फर्स्ट राउंड से पहले 2 दिन था हमारे पास शायद, या शायद ऑनलाइन राउंड की बात है ये. So we were having 2 days only. So what we planned is कि हम 2 दिन में ये सारे क्वेश्चन कर देंगे. मतलब वी प्लान, मतलब या तो जरूरी नहीं कि हम सारे कोड कर रहे हैं, बट एटलीस्ट सारे समझ लेंगे अच्छे से कि हम इंटरव्यू में कर पाए. सो हम 8-8 घंटा दिन में बैठे थे साथ में, एंड वी स्टार्टेड डूइंग, एंड दिस रियली हेल्प्स. मतलब पक्का है कि तुम्हारा जो क्वेश्चन आएगा वो इसका ही वेरिएंट होगा. 75% इज प्रोबेबल, बिकॉज दिस लिस्ट इज रियली एग्जॉस्टिव. सो यू कैन डू दिस, मतलब ये लिस्ट अच्छे से प्रिपेयर कर लो, एंड दिस विल आल्सो हेल्प यू दैट वेयर यू आर वीक. मतलब यू विल नो योर वीकनेस. सो सेकंड ईयर में मैंने ये लिस्ट किया है, देन उसके बाद मैंने नहीं किया, बिकॉज एक बार करने के बाद आइडिया हो गया, और नेक्स्ट मुझे कोई इंटरव्यू के लिए प्रिपेयर करना नहीं था. देन मुझे गूगल के प्रिपेयर करना था, तो मैं गूगल के प्रिपरेशन का अपना अलग से बता दूंगा. बट आई विल से कि ये लिस्ट बहुत अच्छा है, यू कैन डू दिस, मतलब यू शुड डू दिस एटलीस्ट वंस. मतलब you will get idea of all the topics and the questions which are asked in interviews. Interviews के questions बहुत ही अलग हैं CP से, it's not like CP. So ये I will share the links later. So this list is there, then this platform is there, then next is LeetCode. So LeetCode have really good problems. Company tags वगैरह हैं, but I guess that's on premium. Company tag नहीं चाहिए. What you can do is you can do topic wise. तुम target बनाओ कि मतलब let's say अगर तुम्हारे पास 3-4 महीने हैं, जैसे अभी तुम्हारे पास 3 महीने 2 महीने हैं, तो व्हाट यू कैन डू इज कि तुम एक टॉपिक को टारगेट कर सकते हो. फॉर एग्जांपल यू आर टारगेटिंग डायनेमिक प्रोग्रामिंग, सो तुम 4 दिन तक या 1 हफ्ते तक सिर्फ डीपी करोगे. देन अगेन व्हाट आई विल से कि शायद सिर्फ डीपी करने से क्या होता है ना कि हम हर क्वेश्चन में फिर डीपी लगाने लगते हैं. सो मेक अ रेशियो कि व्हाट आई विल डू 80% ऑफ डीपी एंड 20% ऑफ अदर क्वेश्चन. लेकिन हमने 8 क्वेश्चन डीपी किए तो 2 क्वेश्चन रैंडम करोगे, ऐसे उठा के प्रॉब्लम्स में से उठा के करोगे बिना टैग देखे हुए. सो डू दिस, एक वीक तुमने डीपी कर लिया, देन यू माइट बी तुम थोड़ा स्ट्रांग हो चुके होगे, देन तुम्हें लगता है तुम ग्रीडी में वी को ग्रीडी कर लो, देन डीएफएस में वी को डीएफएस कर लो. तो यू कैन यूज LeetCode like this. देन efficiently यूज करने के लिए व्हाट आई कैन शेयर इज से दिस क्वेश्चन आई ओपन. सो पहले क्वेश्चंस पढ़ो, देन आराम से सॉल्व करने का ट्राई करो. पहले सोचो कि तुम ब्रूट फोर्स सोल्यूशन इसका जानते हो कि नहीं जानते हो, देन देखो पास हो रहा है कि नहीं. देन मैं कह रहा हूँ कि इन इंटरव्यूज डिफरेंट अप्रोचेस मैटर्स. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि तुम्हें सिर्फ एक अप्रोच आता है, तुम्हें ट्रेड ऑफ्स करने आने चाहिए, बिकॉज इन रियल वर्क वी डू ट्रेड ऑफ्स अ लॉट. सो पहले क्वेश्चन से एक बार सॉल्व करने का ट्राई करो, मतलब ब्रूट फोर्स सोचने का. देन उसके बाद नेक्स्ट तुम मतलब ऑप्टिमल सबमिट करने का ट्राई करो. देन लाइक इफ यू गॉट AC देन इट्स गुड, एंड इफ यू नॉट देन आल्सो लाइक यू शुड गो टू द सॉल्यूशन टैब एंड लाइक रीड द सॉल्यूशंस. मतलब सॉल्यूशन शायद अच्छे नहीं होते हैं, मतलब मोस्टली मैंने देखे प्रीमियम क्वेश्चंस के अच्छे होते हैं, नॉर्मल्स के शायद अच्छे नहीं होते हैं. बट द रियल जेम इज दिस डिस्कस. लाइक यहाँ पे आओ, मोस्ट वोट से सॉर्ट करो एंड देन रीड दीज सॉल्यूशंस. लाइक मतलब इतना सीखने को मिलेगा ना कि जितना कभी लाइक मुझे कभी नहीं मिला इतना सीखने के लिए सीपी से, जितना मैंने इस सिर्फ डिस्कस से सीखा है. लाइक पीपल आर रियली कूल, इतने अच्छे अच्छे इंप्लीमेंटेशन, इतने अच्छे अच्छे टेक्निक्स तुम्हें सीखने मिलेंगे. एंड लाइक इफ यू डू दिस इन इंटरव्यूज देन तुम्हें समझ में आ कि तुम कितने क्लीन कोड लिख सकते हो. देन नेक्स्ट मतलब, और एक सोल्यूशन मत पढ़ो, लाइक 3-4 सोल्यूशन पढ़ो, मल्टीपल सोल्यूशंस. हाँ मतलब काफी तो सिमिलर ही होंगे. सो मतलब अगर लाइक इफ आई एम डूइंग प्रिपरेशन फॉर इंटरव्यूज देन फॉर श्योर दिन के 5 क्वेश्चन करना बड़ी बात होती है. 5-10 क्वेश्चन बहुत बड़ी बात होती है, क्योंकि एक क्वेश्चन में बहुत टाइम लगता है. इट्स नॉट लाइक कि मैंने बस एक क्वेश्चन पढ़ा, सबमिट कर दिया एंड AC. लाइक इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट. ऐसे प्रिपेयर नहीं करना इंटरव्यूज के लिए. इंटरव्यूज के लिए प्रिपेयर करना है तो यू शुड हैव मोर कॉन्टेक्स्ट अबाउट ईच प्रॉब्लम. मतलब यू शुड बी एबल टू गिव मल्टीपल सोल्यूशन. यू शुड बी एबल टू थिंक अबाउट ट्रेड ऑफ्स कि अच्छा मैं और अच्छे से कैसे कर सकता हूँ, और इजी कोड कैसे लिख सकता हूँ. your interviewer might ask you कि अच्छा ठीक है iterative करो, recursive नहीं करना. मतलब he might put constraints on you, so you should know how to work in constraints. तो वो कैसे कर पाओगे? वो तभी कर पाओगे जब तुम्हें different possibilities पता होंगे. सिर्फ प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करने आएगा तो तुम लाइक पैरालाइज हो जाओगे. लाइक मतलब मैंने जब लीड कोड शुरू में शुरू किया था तो मैं पैरालाइज हो रहा था. मतलब यार ये क्वेश्चन मतलब क्या बोलते हैं आइटरेशन से कैसे करूं. मतलब क्योंकि जब एक सोल्यूशन पता होता है ना, तब दूसरा सोल्यूशन सोचना और मुश्किल होता है, क्योंकि हमें लगता है यार ये तो पता ही है हमें. सो इट्स रियली इंपॉर्टेंट कि तुम मतलब डिफरेंट अप्रोचेस देखो, डिफरेंट सोल्यूशंस देखो. सो लीड कोड का डिस्कस बहुत ही यूजफुल है. मोस्ट अप्रोच से सॉर्ट करके जरूर पढ़ो. लीड कोड बता दिया मैंने. देन प्रैम्प इज अ प्लेटफॉर्म व्हिच कंपनीज रिकमेंड टू डू मॉक इंटरव्यूज. इट्स अ फ्री प्लेटफॉर्म. मतलब 1-to-1 लाइक तुम किसी का इंटरव्यू लोगे एंड देन वो बंदा तुम्हारा इंटरव्यू लेगा. यू कैन लाइक इट्स अ रैंडम मैचिंग. मतलब तुम्हारे स्किल सेट के हिसाब से कोई पर्सन मैच हो जाएगा and you will get really good people here, like because let's say like I know like Google recommend करता है Pramp पे mock interviews prepare करना. So you will get people who are preparing for Google. So for sure जो तुम्हारा इंटरव्यू ले रहा होगा वो तुम्हें अच्छे से एनालाइज कर रहा होगा, और लाइक जो इंटरव्यू ले रहा होगा वो भी प्रिपेयर करके आया होगा. तुम उसके स्किल से भी सीख सकते हो. मतलब मैंने बहुत सारी चीजें लोगों को इंटरव्यू करके सीखा है कि यार ये कितना सही समझा रहा है. मतलब ये चीज मुझे इतनी आसानी से समझ में आ रही है, तो अच्छा क्यों आ रही है, तो मुझे रीजन समझ में आया. अच्छा वो हर चीज का एक्सप्लेनेशन दे रहा है, या फिर वो प्रूव कर रहा है चीजों को, इसलिए मुझे ज्यादा अच्छे समझ में आ रहा है. तो यू विल अडैप्ट गुड हैबिट्स, गुड थिंग्स. सो मतलब सिर्फ अगर अकेले खुद से प्रिपेयर कर रहे हो बिना किसी रिसोर्स के, तो मतलब तुम्हारे पास इन्फॉर्मेशन है नहीं सीखने के लिए. सो आई विल से कि ये सब चीज को भी अडैप्ट करो. प्रैम्प यूज करो, दोस्तों से मॉक इंटरव्यूज देने के लिए बोलो. मतलब मेरे साथ बहुत अच्छा लाइक SD2 SD3 फ्रॉम मॉर्गन स्टैनली. आई हैव मेट पीपल हियर like their connections on LinkedIn also, like मेरे अच्छे से contacts हो गए उनसे. Then people preparing for Google I have got here, like and few of my I guess मैं 4 या 5 लोग से मिला हूँ जो लोग गूगल के लिए प्रिपेयर कर रहे थे यहाँ पे. लाइक मैंने यहाँ पे सिर्फ 6-7 इंटरव्यूज किए हैं, तो 5 तो ऐसे थे जो गूगल के लिए प्रिपेयर कर रहे थे, और 2 शायद SD2 या SD3 थे. सो उनमें से एक का हुआ गूगल. सो यू विल गेट गुड कनेक्शंस आल्सो, एंड यू विल आल्सो नो लाइक हाउ अदर पीपल are preparing. So use Pramp, I will say. I can read code Pramp, Code Studio, must do, I guess. I guess इतनी चीजें हैं. Then more what you can do is like track yourself. Like जैसे मेरे पास जब गूगल का कॉल आया था, then उसके बाद मेरे पास शायद 2 वीक्स थे, 3 वीक थे आई गेस मेरे पास. हाँ 3 वीक थे. So what I did, like I made this sheet कि I will track that मैं कितने क्वेश्चन कर रहा हूँ. तो मैंने इस वीक में 12 इजी क्वेश्चन किए, 15 मीडियम, 7-8. लाइक आई मेड टारगेट दैट आई विल डू 150 in 3 weeks. मतलब नहीं कर पाया. मतलब 3 के बाद ही इंटरव्यू हो गया, अच्छा हो गया, देन आगे मैंने किया ही नहीं, ऐसा. लाइक सो लाइक व्हेन यू ट्रैक योर प्रोग्रेस देन यू आर एबल टू सी कि तुम कहाँ बढ़ रहे हो, कितना बढ़ रहे हो, कितना हो पा रहा है, कितना नहीं हो पा रहा है. एल्स लाइक तुम्हें समझ नहीं आएगा कि तुम कितना कर पा रहे हो, और कोई मोटिवेशन नहीं रहेगा. लाइक यहाँ पे मेरे पास मोटिवेशन था कि यार आई एम लैगिंग बिहाइंड. मैंने एम किया है 150 क्वेश्चन करने का 3 वीक में, और मैं 34 क्वेश्चन किया हूँ फर्स्ट वीक में. हाउ आई कैन कवर अप. सो नेक्स्ट वीक आई हैव डन 40. देन नेक्स्ट वीक 16 क्यों हो गया, बिकॉज मेरे को मैंने एक चेकलिस्ट बना रखी थी कि जो चीजें मैं लास्ट में कवर करूंगा, मतलब जो चीज मैं अभी छोड़ दे रहा हूँ. ये भी होता है लाइक यू विल मिस फ्यू थिंग्स. सो मेक अ चेकलिस्ट जहाँ पे तुम नोट कर लोगे कि मैं क्या क्या चीजें छोड़ रखा हूँ जो मुझे बाद में कवर करनी है. तो नेक्स्ट वीक में मैं चेकलिस्ट कवर करने में बिजी हो गया, सो मैं ज्यादा टाइम दे नहीं पाया, तो यहाँ पे 16 ही हुए. मैंने उसके बाद लास्ट 2 इंटरव्यूज के लिए आई वाज मच कॉन्फिडेंट फॉर DSA देन माय अदर इंटरव्यू, सो मैं उसके लिए ज़्यादा प्रिपेयर किया। लाइक डू दिस थिंग्स कि मतलब ऐसे ट्रैक करो खुद को, तो इट विल बी इजी कि तुम मतलब प्रोडक्टिविटी ज़्यादा इंप्रूव होगी इससे। एंड ऑल्सो लाइक आई हैव केप्ट लेफ्ट ओवर प्रॉब्लम्स जो मैंने नहीं किए, देन डू दिस विथ योर फ्रेंड ऑल्सो। लाइक मतलब मैं अकेले कर रहा था शायद, तो मैं इतना मोटिवेटेड नहीं था। अगर मेरा फ्रेंड का भी यहाँ पे कॉलम होता है देन मैं उससे कंपेयर कर रहा होता, यार उसने ज़्यादा कर लिया मैंने कम किया, मतलब लाइक काइंड ऑफ अ पुश। ऐसा नहीं है कि मैं कम्पिटिटिव पुश कह रहा हूँ, बट हाँ इट हेल्प्स कि अगर वो मतलब हम दोनों को एक पुश मिलता है कि यार वो कर रहा है मुझे भी करना होगा। सो डू दिस विद योर फ्रेंड्स, लाइक मेक टारगेट्स, प्रैक्टिस टुगेदर, लाइक वर्चुअल कॉन्टेस्ट बना के करो। देन आई कैन शो यू माई चेकलिस्ट। हाँ, सो लाइक जैसे मैंने जो चीज़ें छोड़ दी बाद में के लिए, तो मैंने LIS छोड़ दिया था, तो मैं नोट करते गया कि मैं क्या क्या छोड़ रहा हूँ। LIS ये सब चीज़ें मैंने छोड़ दी। लास्ट में आई कवर्ड दीज थिंग्स। देन मैंने लाइक नोट किया क्या क्या चीज़ें रियली इंपॉर्टेंट होती हैं। मैं मतलब इफ़ यू गेट एनी ब्लॉग एंड यू आर गेटिंग डेटा, तो नोट करो उनको एंड रिविजिट करो। यूजुअली हम पढ़ते हैं और उड़ा देते हैं, तो ऐसा नहीं, लाइक अंडरस्टैंड समझना मुझे अच्छे से, मुझे डाउट पूछना है, मुझे स्टार अप्रोच करना है। Star approach, I get people know or not. Like, okay, I can tell about this also. In last, I will tell about this. Then failures के बारे में मुझे याद करने हैं। मैंने failures कैसे अप्लाई किए, मुझे ये याद करने मीन्स रिकॉल करने हैं अपने लाइफ में। बिकॉज मतलब मैं ये नहीं कह रहा कि तुम्हें रिकॉल करके ही जाना चाहिए, बट ऐसा हो सकता है कि मैं सिर्फ उस मोमेंट पे रिकॉल करूँ तो मैं कुछ अपने अच्छे मोमेंट्स भूल जाऊँ। अगर मैं पहले से रिकॉल करके रखूंगा तो लाइक इट्स मोर प्रोबेबल दैट आई विल डू बेटर। देन दिस इज द क्वेश्चन दे आस्क। तो मैं मतलब लाइक मतलब ऐसे क्वेश्चन मुझे आंसर करने में इसलिए बना लिया। देन आई हैव नोटेड few of the things in my project which I don't know. Like मुझे ये सब चीज़ों के बारे में नहीं पता है, मुझे पढ़ के जाना है, क्योंकि मेरे प्रोजेक्ट्स में ये सब चीज़ें थी और मुझे आना चाहिए। देन मैंने कहा लाइक सिमिलरली यू कैन मेक अ चेकलिस्ट फॉर योरसेल्फ कि जो चीज़ें तुम छोड़ रहे हो अभी और जो तुम्हें बाद में कवर करनी होगी। सो आई गेस मैंने सब कवर कर दिया। हाँ, how to excel with internships, मतलब like what if you have internships and you have to prepare for upcoming drives, because मतलब everyone is not in this this category, but yeah, some of you might be। मतलब मैं भी था MS के टाइम, because I was doing MS intern and I was really scared कि कहीं पे इंटरव्यू, like we got to know that कि MS में इस बार इंटरव्यू होगा। आज तक नहीं होता था, but we got to know कि इस बार इंटरव्यू होंगे, तो we were really scared। So और इवन लाइक जिन्होंने प्रिपेयर नहीं किया वो लोग रिग्रेट भी किया, बिकॉज इट वाज अ फुल फ्लैश्ड इंटरव्यू। सो एंड लिटरली प्रिपरेशन चाहिए होते हैं इंटरव्यू के लिए। इट्स नॉट कि मैं ऐसे ही बस गया और हो जाएगा, मतलब हो सकता है हो जाए, बट चांसेस आर लेस व्हेन यू आर अपियरिंग फॉर बिग कंपनीज। सो इंटर्नशिप के साथ भी तुम्हें प्रिपेयर करना होगा। तो व्हाट आई डिड इज लाइक मेरा गोल था कि मैं हर दिन एक लीड कोड क्वेश्चन करूंगा, मतलब एक लीड कोड या फिर इंटरव्यू बिट। हाँ, आई फॉरगॉट अबाउट इंटरव्यू बिट। इंटरव्यू बिट इज आल्सो अ गुड ऑप्शन, एडिंग इट हियर। मैं क्या करता था कि मेरा एक गोल था कि मैं हर दिन एक क्वेश्चन करूंगा, मतलब सिर्फ एक, बस इतना ही गोल था। 8 वीक की इंटर्नशिप से मैं बस उतने ही, बिकॉज उतने से ही एक टच बना हुआ रहता है। लाइक मतलब उतने के लिए मुझे टाइम लगता था करने में, मतलब मैं रोज आधे घंटे दे ही देता था मतलब प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग को। देन उसके बाद डाउट आने पे दोस्तों से भी पूछना ही पड़ता था। सो लाइक मेक योर शेड्यूल कि तुम मतलब ऐसा ना हो कि तुम अपना पूरा 100% सिर्फ इंटर्नशिप्स में दे रहे हो और अपने बाकी स्किल्स को छोड़ दे रहे हो। मतलब ऐसा हो गया कि इंटर्नशिप के बाद क्वेश्चन ही नहीं बन रहे हैं प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग में। मतलब तुम बिकॉज प्रैक्टिस छोड़ने के बाद होता है लाइक हमें टाइम लगता है वापस अपने सेम ट्यूनिंग में आने में। लाइक वी डू सिली मिस्टेक्स अ लॉट। मतलब जैसे मैं CP छोड़ दिया हूँ, तो अभी मैं CP करता हूँ तो मैं बहुत सारे एरर्स लिखता हूँ जो पहले नहीं होते थे। सो ये चीज़ों को अवॉइड करने के लिए तुम ये चीज़ें कर सकते हो। सेकेंड चीज़ तुम क्या कर सकते हो कि इंटर्नशिप से पहले बहुत अच्छा मेहनत करो। लाइक मतलब go to your peak before internships, like this I did। like मुझे पता था कि मैं इंटर्नशिप में थोड़ा भी टाइम नहीं दे पाऊंगा CP को या फिर इंटरव्यू प्रेप को, तो मैं उससे पहले पूरा जान लगा के CP किया। लाइक एट दैट टाइम आई बिकेम CM, ताकि मैं फिर उसके बाद बस इस चीज़ को थोड़ा थोड़ा होल्ड कर लूँ, तो भी मैं आफ्टर इंटर्नशिप एक अच्छे प्लेस पे रहूँ। मतलब ऐसा ना हो कि मैं इंटर्नशिप की वजह से बहुत पीछे हो जाऊँ DSA में। सो आई एम जस्ट टॉकिंग अबाउट DSA। ऐसा ही तुम बाकी चीज़ों में भी कर सकते हो। ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि तुम्हारा बाकी चीज़ें इंटर्नशिप के लिए पीछे हो जा रहा है, तो सेपरेटली टाइम दो। और मतलब जितना कम दे पाओगे, लाइक छोटा छोटा टाइम भी सही है। मतलब इट्स नॉट इम्पोर्टेंट कि तुम दिन के 5 क्वेश्चन करो, दिन के 1 करो, बट करो। ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि यू आर मतलब गैप्स नहीं आने दो। वो लाइक स्नैपचैट स्ट्रीक वाला बात है कि स्ट्रीक बने रहने दो, भले एक क्वेश्चन से स्ट्रीक बनेगी बट बने रहने दो। सो मेरे को हेल्प मिलती थी पता, क्योंकि एक्चुअली ना मेरा दोस्त अजमत था, अजमत वाज आई गेस ही वाज क्या होता है सीए, कैंपस एम्बेसडर था। तो उसने मुझे बताया कि लाइक शायद स्ट्रीक मेंटेन करने से 50 के स्ट्रीक पे कुछ मिलेगा। तो आई वाज थिंकिंग यार ये अच्छा मोटिवेशन है मेरे लिए, शायद अभी भी है यहाँ पे, नहीं यहाँ पे नहीं है, उस टाइम पे था शायद स्ट्रीक बनाने से। तो आई वाज वर्किंग फॉर दैट स्ट्रीक कि मुझे स्ट्रीक नहीं तोड़ने देना। तो मैं इंटरव्यू पे स्ट्रीक बना लाइक रोज एक क्वेश्चन करता था, भले कितना भी थका हुआ रहूं बट एक क्वेश्चन करता ही करता था मैं। सो लाइक अडैप्ट दीज थिंग्स, दिस विल हेल्प। देन आई गेस आई हैव कवर्ड एवरीथिंग। आई कैन शेयर दीज लिंक्स, और कुछ मैं अगर मिस कर रहा हूँ तो then, हाँ अगर तुम्हें अच्छे आर्टिकल्स आते हैं तो आर्टिकल्स भी लिख सकते हो, और मतलब आर्टिकल्स लिखने से भी हेल्प होता है बहुत। So like, is there any question? Else I can think like we can end the session. ने कर दिया कवर सब।
भैया एक क्वेश्चन था, बोल रहे कि आप बोले कि मतलब जब क्वेश्चंस इंटरव्यू में डिस्कस करते हैं तो मतलब एकदम शुरू से स्टार्टिंग करते हैं, अगर मान लीजिए कोई अप्रोच नहीं आ रहा है एट दैट मोमेंट, तो हम लोग मतलब हम कैसे शुरू करें उस टाइम?
राइट, लाइक दिस इज द लाइक ये सबसे टफ टाइम होता है, मतलब रोना आ रहा होता है, सच बोलो तो फट रही होती है बुरी तरह से। तो मोस्ट ऑफ द क्या करते हैं लाइक पहले ही सोच लेते हैं कि आज तो मैं चला गया, मतलब लाइक आई हैव लॉस्ट एवरीथिंग। तो ये बिल्कुल भी नहीं करना होता है। मतलब हाँ मैं एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज बताना भूल गया, मतलब इंटरव्यू इज अबाउट, मतलब इंटरव्यू का हर एक सेकंड इंपॉर्टेंट है। मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि स्टार्टिंग के तुम 45 मिनट का इंटरव्यू है, तुमने अगर स्टार्टिंग के 30 मिनट से बेकार कर रहे हो तो इसका मतलब नहीं कि तुम्हारा इंटरव्यू चला गया। ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि तुम लास्ट के 20 मिनट में इतना अच्छा कर दो कि तुम की इंटरव्यूअर इंप्रेस हो जाए। इवन लाइक ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि तुम 30 मिनट में इतना खराब की हो और उसके बाद खुद को बचा लो तो वो इंप्रेस हो जाएगा। मतलब उसने इमेजिन नहीं किया था कि तुम बच पाओगे अब, बट तुमने बचा लिया खुद को। एंड दिस हैपेंस, लाइक मैं भी जब मॉक लेता हूँ तो मैं बोलता हूँ यार मैं इंप्रेस हो गया कि बोला यार तू इतना गलत जा चुका था फिर भी तू सही कर लिया। एंड दिस रियली हैपेंस कि मतलब तो तुम्हें हर मोमेंट पे अपना बेस्ट देना है। मतलब इंटरव्यू के किसी भी मोमेंट में ये नहीं सोचना है कि तुम हार चुके हैं, फिर ये इंटरव्यू खत्म हो चुका है। कभी ये मत सोचो कि अब बस फॉर्मेलिटी बचा है। तो हर मोमेंट पे लाइक डू डीपी, हर टाइम पे बेस्ट ऑप्टिमल चीज जो तुम कर सकते हो वो करो। और लाइक हाँ आई डिडंट आंसर योर क्वेश्चन, लाइक अब मैं तुम्हारा क्वेश्चन आंसर कर रहा हूँ। तो ऐसे टाइम में जब हमें कुछ नहीं समझ में आ रहा होता है, लाइक व्हेन वी आर रियली ब्लैंक, देन स्टार्ट विद द ऑब्जर्वेशंस। मतलब क्वेश्चन की चीजों को ऑब्जर्व करो। मतलब ओके आई कैन सी दिस लाइक एंड लाइक थिंक लाउड, मतलब जो भी ऑब्जर्व कर रहे हो वो बोलो। सो फिर इसका एक फैक्टर को देखो, तुम उसको एक्सप्लॉइट कर सकते हो क्या, लाइक इज इट यूजफुल, ऑल द नंबर्स आर यूनिक, लाइक कैन आई यूज दिस, ओके द रेंज इज ओनली 10/5, कैन आई यूज दिस, कैन आई, देन उसके बाद टॉपिक्स पे जाओ, लाइक कैन आई डू डीपी, कैन आई थिंक ऑफ एनीथिंग डीपी, कैन आई फाइंड पैरामीटर फॉर बीएस, like approach like this, and when you will do this then he will also help you कि तुम हाँ ट्राई कर रहे हो, तुम ऑब्जर्व कर रहे हो चीजों को। इट्स नॉट इम्पोर्टेंट कि तुम्हें पहली बार में स्ट्राइक करेगा। और बहुत बार ऐसा हुआ है कि पहली बार में स्ट्राइक नहीं की चीजें, कुछ नहीं आ रहा तो ब्रूट फोर्स, कुछ नहीं किया, मतलब कुछ आ रहा है तब भी सबसे पहले ब्रूट फोर्स बताओ। मतलब ब्रूट फोर्स बताने के बहुत सारे फायदा हैं। पहला फायदा होता है कि तुम्हारा क्वेश्चन तुमने गलत तो नहीं समझा है ना। मतलब मैं बता रहा हूँ कि इफ आई से लोग 100 गलतियां करते हैं इंटरव्यूज में, तो उसमें से 50 ये होती है कि तुम क्वेश्चन गलत समझते हैं। 50% of mistakes are mistakes of understanding question wrong। ये मैंने एकदम एक्सपीरियंस किया है। सो इसके लिए सबसे अच्छा हैक है कि ब्रूट फोर्स सोल्यूशन बताओ। इससे क्या होगा कि क्योंकि ब्रूट फोर्स सोल्यूशन बताने में कितना ही लगेगा, 5 मिनट लगेगा। और ऑफ कोर्स अगर ब्रूट फोर्स है तो यू डोंट नीड टू एक्सप्लेन इन रियली डिटेल में बताने की जरूरत नहीं है, बस जल्दी जल्दी बता दो। और वही बात है, मतलब मैंने ऐसे बोल दिया जल्दी जल्दी, अब तुम्हें कैसे मालूम चलेगा कि कितना जल्दी कितना नहीं, ये मॉक इंटरव्यूज देकर चलेगा। मतलब दीज थिंग्स आर रियली सब्जेक्टिव। एक दो बार मॉक इंटरव्यू दोगे तब समझ आएगा, अच्छा मुझे इतना देर स्पेंड करना है ब्रूट फोर्स पे, इतना देर स्पेंड करना है क्लैरिफाइंग क्वेश्चंस पे, इतना देर, मतलब जब ये एक्सपीरियंस ही आएगा। तो ब्रूट फोर्स जब बताते हैं हम तो ये भी गारंटी हो जाता है कि हम क्वेश्चन सही समझे हैं। वरना मेरे साथ ऐसा भी हुआ इंटरव्यूज में कि मैं क्वेश्चन ही गलत समझाऊं और उसके बाद लास्ट में रोया हूँ, मतलब टाइम ही नहीं बचा फिर, क्योंकि ही वॉन्ट्स गिव यू एक्स्ट्रा टाइम। मतलब मोस्टली इंटरव्यूअर्स एक्स्ट्रा टाइम तुम्हें नहीं देंगे, 2-4 मिनट दे देंगे बहुत है। और तुमने कोई कुछ गलत क्वेश्चन समझ के सॉल्व करने में उसमें टाइम वेस्ट किया है तो इट वोंट काउंट। तो फॉर श्योर डू ब्रूट फोर्स एंड लाइक ऑलवेज टेल योर ऑब्जर्वेशंस।